Hi guys, and welcome to another one of your replays. Just one replay today, but I'm including it because recently the leFH18B2 made a reappearance in the gift shop for the Bovington Tank Museum or Tank Fest weekend, and it was only available for a short amount of time, and Tonza, a regular viewer and occasional platoon mate, picked one up. I'm not sure if this is his first game in the tank, but it's definitely his first game of the day. And I haven't brought you a lot of coverage of this tank. In fact, in my review for the leFH18B2, I only included one replay, so I thought it was time to bring this tank back to the channel. It is a Tier 5 French arty, although technically it's a German arty. It's a captured French B1 tank with a howitzer mounted on it, and I don't know if it was recaptured or recaptured by the French, but technically, yeah, it's a German tank, but it's in the French arty line. It's Tier 5. It used to be Tier 4, but it was moved up during the Great 8.9 arty nerfs. It was moved up to Tier 5. It's not available very often, so it's a pretty rare tank, but in the review I do say that it's a very, very good arty if you're into arty, and the only issue with the leFH18B2 is because it's French, it doesn't have a very big splash radius, but also you don't have a lot of penetration on your ammunition. It only has 53mm of penetration with the HE ammo, which means that you do need to pick and choose your targets. Go for nice squishy targets first, because against heavily armored targets you don't do a lot of damage. Well, anyway, here we go. It is time for some more leFH18B2 action. So we are here on Windstorm. It's a 66%er. So nice matchup, especially as it's an all Tier 5 game. So Tonza is top tier. And it's not a very fast arty, so unlike a lot of the low tier French arty, it's very slow. But then again, remember, it's a B1. So Tonza knocks down a tree. Never a good idea when playing arty. 3 arty on the enemy team, so Tonza's setting up, and the really nice thing about this arty is that it's got a very good aim time. Or well, it's pretty good aim time, but it's very accurate. So Tonza is pre-aimed up here, just needs his friendly tanks to start spotting for him. Now, it is an arty game, and I won't spoil this. Well, actually, I will spoil the surprise. It's not going to be an ace tanker, but it's a nice little game, and I thought I would show you this arty again. So you've got a chance for a double hit here. Tonza aims between the two enemy tanks and only manages to do 6 damage against the Marder 38T. So he goes for a blind shot, and the shot goes slightly to the left. So the splash radius on the HE ammo is very small. I think you saw that there, but goes for another shot, and the Marder 38T takes him out, so you get to see the accuracy there. Su-85 is moving forward, squishy target, and a beautiful shot. Penetrates, does full damage, 350 damage, 2 kills. PZ-4H is a little bit more heavily armored, so only does 109 damage against him. But again, the reload and the aim time and the accuracy on this tank are very good, and he goes for a blind shot in the PZ-4H, and it goes in. So goes for another blind shot, and it goes in. So he's just hit this PZ-4H 3 times and has not killed him. So there we go, 4 shots in a row on a PZ-4H, and all 4 shots go in. But because the penetration is so poor on the arty, sometimes you just can't damage tanks. You have to go for squishy targets. So there's a BDR here. He's showing his side armor. Tonza's got a shot, and he can aim quite quickly. And this is so accurate. This arty is just so accurate. If you are an RT player, you like playing RT, you need to get this tank. Goes for a blind shot, gets a little bit fortunate there. The shot goes to the right of where Tonza aimed it, but it still goes in. Tracks the D2. That shot falls short and only does 50-something damage. So there's T14 here on the corner. T14 needs to poke. And shot falls just short, does 78 damage. But that's it. That's game over. Most of those shots went pretty much where Tonza was aiming them. And as Tonza said in chat during this game, the RT was... oh, hang on, there's one enemy tank left. What am I talking about? You can tell I haven't watched very many of these replays before recording them. But Tonza was saying this RT is kind of overpowered in chat. He goes for a shot in on the KV-1. It goes in, but no idea what damage has been done to it. Goes for a blind shot. KV-1 is still there. But this RT suffers against armored targets. But it is rapid firing and it is accurate. Only does 39 damage. And BDR takes out the KV-1 to finish the game. So that was a first class mastery with high caliber in an RT. Tonza finished top on XP with 772 and 1546 damage with 4 kills. So quite a few of those blind shots did go in. You're going to see how accurate the gun is now. He fired 15 shots, 11 of them were direct hits and 5 were splash damages. So almost every single shot he fired actually penetrated, hit the target, or landed near the target to do splash damage. And that's how accurate the leFH18B2 is. It's just a really, really accurate RT. Depending on the matchup, it can be absolutely deadly. He did 1546 damage, damaged 7, destroyed 4, and did 341 assistance damage. And it makes money. He earned almost 64,000 credits for that game with a premium account. Ammo costs were relatively cheap, or 1158 XP with a premium account times 2 left him on 2,316. So not sure if that was his first ever game in this RT, but it was definitely the first game of the day. It is a really, really solid RT if you like playing RT. And if you do like playing RT, it really is a tank you should try and get your hands on. It's a decent crew trainer and it can be deadly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.